Okay, so I really need to talk about that. I was trying to avoid that for a moment, but I need to. I need to talk about the symbolism of why is Elon Musk looking for something transcendental that is out of this world, literally, and what's the symbolism of it? How can you apprehend that into you as well? So we have the story of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And he read that, and we have also the answer 42 for the truth of the world and the meaning of the world after millions of years of processing, and that impacted Elon Musk really, where he talked about a lot in a lot of interviews. What I'm saying here is, psychologically speaking, straight to the point. Psychologically speaking, there is inside a certainty that we're going to die. And at the same time, we have a certainty that we're going to live forever. So like we are like immortals. We're not going to die because the mind, the software, what we call mind, understands that we are part of something bigger, that we were built, and they were going to get back somehow. So we're not going to be dead after this material world. I'm not talking about religion, by the way. So it's very well documented around worldwide, around a lot of different societies, which is very important, that it gives us the certainty that it's not a matter of just imagination or a creation of our individualistic minds, but it's a kind of technology that we invented a long time ago. And I'm not even saying if it's true or not. I'm just saying that there is something inside of us that really knows that, and that's reality of mind. So we can deal with that in a lot of ways. Like, for example, a lot of people project that into reality, and that's exactly what Elon Musk is doing. And science is a concentrated effort that was created by Catholic Church, but that's another story. And what does that mean? That we were getting far away from these fantasies that we're very used to come up in our minds. But it's very stressful to get rid of it and just focus on what we call science right now. And science, by the way, is a philosophy, because you have to live like that. You have to understand, to believe. And a very good philosophy is always a religion. And a religion looks for the transcendency, for the transcendental, for things that we cannot comprehend that we'll find out. If you see that, the science is always looking for what we don't know yet. How can we explain that in human material terms? And that's the search for transcendency that we have inside of us. And somehow that's the feeling when you find out that you need to explore the galaxies, and then we need to move on to another planet because we need to conserve humanity. That's the feeling, exterior feeling projected, that we have to live forever. And that's what a lot of people do. Like, for example, Brian Johnson has focused this feeling of immortality in his own body because that's what he interpreted. And what I know is that the mind has itself inside. So a lot of times you need to project to understand that this feeling, this movement of immortality is inside of you. A lot of ancient societies in the past had created a lot of myths and stories about this immortality. And we are creating it right now in the light of science, which for a lot of people is their new religion. Remember, it's not what you do, but why you do it. And a lot of people have science today as a religion. And that's why we are projecting that. And that's why we created a lot of technology. That's a lot of reasons. And it's interesting that Mars is the masculine symbol, right, for mythology, and it's an ancient god, and apparently that's the only planet we can live with a certain quality of life, and that's exactly the representation of masculinity, the science per se, the search for the transcendency applied in reality. It's very interesting that it's coming up. We're living in a new era, fortunately or unfortunately. This new era is becoming individualistic, which we already have seen. Very cold, very technological, and we have to deal with that to not implode ourselves. And it's a matter of time for us to be threatened by robots and AI and the nuclear war, and this war with machines that we're seeing, like with drones, will be a lot more advanced. We're going to see robots fighting and taking countries, and there will be a time where we'll be robot rebels, and we'll have to fight against them with our robots to not be extinguished. It's just a matter of time. I'm 100% of it. I'm 100%. It's not going to be maybe in 100 years, but I'm 100% of it. It's a matter of time, because this movement cannot stop. You cannot just don't develop technology because the other country will do that, and you're going to be in a bad position. So unfortunately, that's the way it is. We will have to find out how can we break, and it's not like break, but integrate the other side, which is very important. At the same time, we had free ourselves, which is a very powerful movement from these fantasies that we are living in the past. Now we have this focus, this effort, focused effort on a logical thinking that gave us a lot of things, but we need to find out how we can integrate the other side so we can live better inside ourselves and outside ourselves without killing us. The problem, the probability of a meteor extinguishing ourselves is much less than we kill ourselves with robots, AIs, and nuclear bombs. I'm 100% of it as well, by hundreds and thousands of times. So, and the possibility of winning Mars and become, like, let's say, very, very real will make us an escape route that we don't have right now, which will give, for a couple of people, can give a lot of possibilities to like kill this planet because they can run and they can escape. And that will give us a different timeline where we'll be more threatened about it. And it's not going to be in 100 years maybe, but that's another thing that's good, that will happen. There's no way to break it. There's no way we just can't change ourselves inside. If we change ourselves inside, the neural movement, the collective unconscious will take care of it, because we'll do that in a massive way, but it starts with ourselves internally. If we start to integrate that outside, individually, but collectively at the same time, because that's the way it is, we'll have a chance. But I'm just making a video, I'm not. I don't want to do anything with it. I cannot do anything with it. So Elon Musk has this projection, it's coming, and you can classify that as a benefit, it's positive, but as every intelligent person knows, everything that's good is bad at the same time. So we will be used for the worst, I guarantee you. But that's the way it is, and I'm just explaining his mind thought, unconscious thought, because I don't believe he knows that he's projecting his immortal instinct, because it's already an archetype. He's just projecting outside and making all this stuff since he was a kid, and he's making it happen, like trying to find the transcendency, the transcendental, and having a couple problems inside his head because he needs to take it back and take this projection and work it inside so you can develop yourself inside. That's what we call individuation by Carl Jung, but that's another thing. If you like it or not, I don't really care. See you soon.